These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup.
Crystal is enough for Ornn to be basically unkillable down at the bottom lane during the laning phase. Haichao's dead. Haichao is dead. Rookie gets a solo kill chance the first time, blows the flash, gets a second, and immediately eradicates Haichao.
Lian's up in top side as well. Birdol's gonna get burned.
Oh, there's no way out of this one. The Flame Spitter does enough. Lian zips back underneath the tower, does have his flash if he needs it, and just about gets out of range.
Yeah, so LGD, their top side is not having the best of times. First of their Lucian mid players. Here's what Xiao, who effectively invented the pick way back in the day. 2016 MSI was the first time we saw it really in pro, and so many players have played it for years since then, even with the change to the champion. Early game from NIP, they're getting everything they want right now.
Jinzhao going to try and contest against Lian here, but he just takes a huge chunk. He's surely dead as they chase on forwards. Good peel from Meteor, though. Will save his support's life, but will be at the cost of his chickens by the looks of things. Lian jumps on in, doesn't go for the smite, instead goes for a lullaby instead. That'll be a kill going over as Lian is sent away. Meteor is burning because Shanji's moved on over and picks up a bonus. Pretty much the pick of the patch to Lian is fantastic, but having the priority mid and top, and then you get to play Photic center to just completely ignore bot lane, so Photic can join in on the absolute scrap on the top side as well. It just feels perfect, doesn't it? And now a combo in the bottom side, not wanting to be left out. Photic and Duo look for kills, but Meteor is here to punish them for it. Goes wide on the knock-up, and here comes Lian. Oh, Meteor just face plants.
He's got his ult again. There's a flash of Shia, but will it be enough? Rookie's coming in. He'll come to clean it up.
The culling comes on in under the tower. Jinzhao can only tank for so long. And a snipe comes up through the dot to finish the kill. Jinzhao will fall under the tower, but there's one for Haichao. Maybe a chance to sweep up. He's got a reset as Jinzhao is still alive underneath the tower somehow.
Weak side and contribute later into the game. NIP, I think you're completely right. Drafting for this team is hard, but they've come out with a great one. Jinzhao's going in.
Jinzhao wants to punish this attempt on the grubs, and it's a great little combo. Numbers advantage for LGD, and they know it. 2 kills straight away. Rookie now comes in on the bottom side, but he's 1v4. Duo arriving. Looks like NIP kind of want to fight. 3v5 here is Rookie. Backs away. Duo now tanking as Shanji comes in on the top side. They're still going. The equalizer comes down. Meteor burning, and he's down. How the hell have they pulled up a 3v5?
I see Haichao on this Tristana. They almost find it right now. They're teleporting into this top side. Meteor's here to protect it. Shouldn't be anything more. Birdol does have all out, though.
Oh, a chance for Birdol, but he pushes away Rookie. Dodges from the knock-up, but the shield isn't enough, and Birdol gets the kill. Shanji now knocked away, but he just finds an answer. Every single play, Shanji is finding an answer.
You don't give him this champion. It's been banned for the whole year. Why are we giving it to him now? NIP have walked away with a draft, which is... If I were to say a perfect draft for NIP
one of
with
the
this
picks that he made his name on in that top lane, alongside the Cassante and the Shyvana, which I will say, Shyvana sneaking into the jungle. Maybe there's a Shanji angle there when we come to playoffs, but we'll have to wait and see.
Another LGD early game where they just misjudged their only skirmishes. Juan might be caught out, has flash, doesn't use it, gets combo, but he's not dead just yet.
Ornn is so funny. He just kind of walks towards them and hits them with a hammer. He is surely going to go down here, but Jinzhao might fall alongside him. The culling is enough, and that is an equalizer again from Shanji. Look at the flame spitter, but the bomb is on his head, and it's flipped around. Haichao jumps in for more as Rookie finds himself in a 1v3. That's his comfort zone, but Haichao has the damage to chase this Lucian back to the mid lane. Flash forwards as Rookie chunked and taken out. LGD back in the game.
Bad well on one side, but Haichao picked up a lot of gold from that, so maybe LGD can find themselves some fighting angles.
Yeah. And ultimately, a huge portion of the team's gold is on that Lilia. Lian was topside. Like, I don't know why NIP felt inspired to fight without the Lilia. Maybe the Mojo get into their heads. Remember, Mojo is a double-edged blade for any team. Rookie knows that all too well. And I do feel like Rookie and Lian have kind of gone back to their IG roots with the style of gameplay we're seeing today.
I'm enjoying this series already, and I hope we get to see more of these close skirmishes, because we haven't got to see the best of these teams that often.
He doesn't know quite how many people are laying in wait for him. He arrives at the tower. Jinzhao is moving over to try and support his top laner with Shanji and Lian here, and Photic arriving. Can they finish the tower? They look to just hit the tower before the fight kicks off, but Birdol engages onto Shanji. Tower surviving as Haichao gonna be the one to grab that tower in the top side first.
So the 6 grubs make it obviously easier to play around immediate tower pushes from NIP.
It's in the game. Drake coming up in 5 seconds.
Hi, Chow.
Oh no, he's overstepped a little bit there, hasn't he? Buster shot is available, but he's going to be put to sleep. W already used. And there's the equalizer. I mean, what can you do? What can you do?
I mean, we've seen the Lilia MF. We've seen this kind of sleep combination. Yeah, you don't wake up from that red carpet. It is a nice place to have a nap, I suppose, and it will be your resting place as well. So, Dragon going to NIP.
I just, this is not really relevant, but I just want to quickly mention.
Yeah.
You know how we always call the equalizer the red carpet?
Yeah.
Well, I've created a reason to call it the red carpet. Well, that you're a true celebrity in that combo.
I was trying to think of the Sundance Festival. Shanji, he might be finding himself in a bit of fiesta himself. Birdle on the flank.
Birdle trying to get the damage done. All out onto Shanji. Flash and the shield's not there in time, but on the opposite side of the fight, NIP find themselves 1, and Meteor goes down for a second. 2 for 1 as LGD cannot find any more.
NOP, I think LGD are lucky that this didn't happen 30 seconds later. Tower's going to fall, 6 grubs going to make that easy. Senna Lucian, the married couple, trying to do some destruction as a hobby in their own free time. They take down that mid lane out of turret. Shia feeling it, though.
Shia chasing out for Rookie here. He could have an angle, but looks like... I mean, his E was up and available. I think that's a kill angle for Xiaoya, and this is what I'm talking about. Xiaoya is not the player that is hunting for that 1v1, that is hunting for the big play. He's a player that is trying to not lose in the games that I've seen from him this year, and if you want to stand out in the LPL as an AD carry, you've got to be looking for those 1v1s. Like, that is a kill angle on the Lucian.
Go towards that Baron, force LGD out of position, and potentially look to pull them across the map.
Highchild's got to be a little bit careful here, because that tower is gone. The rest of LGD arriving on the scene to protect their mid laner. Birdle goes for an engage alongside Jinzhao. The flick back is good. True shot barrage across the team, and LGD have a chance. As Birdle looking for Rookie and forces a flash. Photic will fall as Haichao sets up another 12-12 with Baron up on the map and 3 members of NIP down. LGD might just have their moment to turn it back around.
Shanji uses Equalizer. He won't have that either. And you could have fooled me to think that this game was being played in Paris right now at the Olympics. NIP, I think they're partaking in one of the many throwing events that we see there at that tournament. Why did they end up overstaying that? They didn't use their tools effectively at all. They clump up for the big engage, and Ginger and Bird will take that one for free.
NIP, it felt like they had been in control this entire game, and then just a couple of missteps, and suddenly it's all flipped around. And this composition is so good at using a Baron buff. Ezreal and Tristana, the towers are like paper. Lien is caught in the jungle. That's 2 times in a row, but Meteor just evaporates under the heat of Shanji's Flame Spitter. It turns it into a 1-for-1 between the junglers.
Yeah, the Baron buff is still there. You don't have the Equalizer, you don't have the Call of the Forge God, so that's an easy another turret take. LGD, they find themselves in a gold lead. They find them, it's going to evaporate now because the Rookie's going to take an inhib turret, but even then there's a teleport behind him. He could potentially get shut down. Haichao is very strong and a level up.
Revenge for the laning phase. Haichao goes for the 1v1 once again. The shield comes through. Rookie survives. The Buster shot denied by Photic's ultimate.
Rookie goes down! It's not an honorable 1v1! It's not an honorable 1v1! Both ults from both AD carries tilting the play. If the play doesn't quite manage to do so as Azrael comes to it. LGD, they use this Baron buff so well for themselves, and they get themselves a dragon off the back of it.
Do you know, I don't know if I should say this on broadcast, I might will it into existence, but Ezreal bot lane is very strong right now. Zeri Yuumi is very strong. Ezreal is good at laning with Yuumi. It does sound like a disgusting combo that could work in the meta right now.
Ult's coming out again. Sentinel, another big cooldown there. Actually, the splash damage hits onto Haichao. Leia might even bright targets. Yeah, they could probably kill Jinja and they could probably kill Meteor at the right moments, but I think they'd open up too many other options. Ornn's coming in. Big ult flare onto Xiaoya.
Xiaoya, the target, does get knocked up, but managed to make it over the wall, and Jin Zhao goes for a 2-man combo alongside Meteor. Jin Zhao even survives as Lien limps away from the play, but Birdol isn't finished just yet. The all-out to try and get onto the enemy jungler. He might go down for his trouble, though, and Lien walks away. 1-for-1 now as LGD overstep, and Shanji flashing forwards for more. The Electro Harpoons landing. Xiaoya so chunked, and Photic wants to punish. Railgun across the team. LGD low on health bars, but surviving.
And it comes down to carry positioning now. I think this game flips on its head. So eyes on Xiaoya, eyes on Photic, eyes on those big ultimates.
The 280 carries that are known for.
Oh, no!
It's Xiaoya caught out over the wall. Photic surviving in a 1v1 with Haichao. But Rookie has fallen in the meantime, so a different AD carry ends up falling in the end. Lien trying to escape with his life as Haichao staying on the front line, forced to flash away.
Which is the damage to get on top of Rookie again. Now Baron started LGD, pulling an IP to it.
Really nice from Bird. Honestly, Birdol has been doing a lot of heavy lifting in these team fights for LGD. Half health on the Baron. It's a great equalizer to deny the escape. Meteor chunked as Jin Zhao's gone onto the backline here, but NIP have so much health to work with. The sleep comes through. Xiaoya's caught again. It must have been a swirl seed as Jin Zhao can't escape either. And NIP, they might have salvaged this game after all.
Meteor still has a blast cone, still has a wall.
He needs to get in there, Birdol trying to buy space and time as Lien is just staying in the pit. Shanji sacrifices himself to get the Baron, but Photic's not done just yet. The Swirl Seed will get the slow. Birdol just ain't tanky enough, and NIP grab a Baron and a bonus.
NIP have played out the team fights better, and frankly, the carries of LGD have played them out worse. Xiaoya, 2 huge fights in a row in the late game, which we've known from this young player, have not worked out for him. He's ended up misstepping, get caught out by those big ultimates, and NIP, they threw their early game lead. They've had to claw it back, but they have done that all the same. They get themselves the Baron buff. They'll get themselves into Soul Point. I don't think this is enough to seal the game. We are probably still going to have ourselves at least one more big fight after this.
Look at so much gold, had such a good score, but these last couple of fights, getting caught out of position. It's a hard composition to play against, I'll give him that, but on the Ezreal, you would expect him to survive a bit better.
Yeah, Ezreal's such a priority pick right now. We do have a cross map. 6 grubs for NIP makes this a lot easier. Haichao is currently destroying this top lane inhibitor, and the equalizer is down from Rumble, so Haichao can stick in this top side. It's going to be an inhib for inhib. Engage comes through.
Oh, it might be inhib for game if they're not careful. Xiaoya does survive, zips away. Inhib taken. Haichao trying to get his reset off. I wonder if Shanji can cancel that one because there's still 2 cannons sieging in the base. The reset comes through from Haichao though, and it looks like they get away as Rookie is caught. This could be a 5v4 for LGD. TP
Rookie's
coming
down
through from Shanji, but he's going to be too late. Rookie, the one to get caught, that ruins the game. But there goes Meteor, and maybe a chance. NIP wounded, but sticking around for the time being. Photic has that sustained. Haichao sent away. I don't think NIP can get much more done here.
I mean, I guess they could wait until the equalizer comes back up. They have the 6 grubs, and the center can tap out pretty well. Yeah, the equalizer's back up, and, you know, I've seen LGD misposition before. Maybe they could get themselves something out of that. Haichao being forced to overperform. Teleport onto Haichao. He succeeded in the sidelines before, but not in a 1v5.
Haichao being collapsed upon, and Photic just kiting it out. Lien goes in to get the damage down, and Rookie finishes the job. It was Rookie that overstepped last time. Now his opposite man in Haichao.
Haichao dying is probably going to give that dragon. It's not going to give the Baron. LGD, guys, you are walking over enemy vision. This is not great.
Xiaoya's
Rookie.
dead. Xiaoya is surely dead. Rookie doesn't go through. Oh, but Xiaoya gives up his position. Whoa! The 1v1. That's what we wanted, Xiaoya. But Jin Zhao's gone elsewhere on the map, and Baron suddenly open for an IP.
Brings that to bear, but can he get himself another late game play? Xiaoya gets 1. What more can he do?
So happy to see Xiaoya finding his moments here. Steps up once again, but he might have isolated himself, and Shanji turns golden on the top side. Call of the Forge God doesn't quite catch Birdol. Shanji flashes over to finish the Cassante, but here comes Haichao to do the same the opposite way. Lien, the target on the front line, but surviving. True shot barrage. And Xiaoya wants to win this game. He wants to make the difference as Dwall caught and taken down, and Haichao dives in for more onto Photic, resets. Oh, the root stops him jumping over the wall, but Lien is still stuck on the minion wave.
The entire game. Xiaoya, we've criticized him for the late game. Lien will die. There will be no jungler. At minimum, it is Baron. At maximum, it could be the game. Haichao and Xiaoya looking to end things out.
Rookie goes in, but Xiaoya survives. Rookie barely lives through as the true shot goes in. Oh no, Haichao! He went too far and Rookie takes him down.
LGD, because they fail on the Nexus, don't get the Nexus, and they don't get the Baron. I think LGD might have just thrown away a huge golden opportunity in this game, and NIP get themselves somehow a bit of breathing room. They still have that soul. They don't lose that Baron. They lose the top inhib again.
Nice round games. Baron just going to be pretty much one-shot by NIP. Meteor gets into the pit, but he smites too early. Will survive. Call of the Forge Gods try and disengage. Jin Zhao is just 1v1 on the top side, and Xiaoya sent out at the bottom side. Sleep onto Birdol, and the chase down is there from NIP with an equalizer in. Birdol will fall. NIP with a Baron and 2. I think that might be game. Meteor rooted up. Photic wants to find more, but needs to be cautious not to take too much of a chunk. Shanji's on the flank. That's where their base is. NIP go for the recalls to finish the job.
They'll get themselves 6 grub push at least into the base. I think I'm wrong, actually. The wave has died. They don't have the wave, and NIP are not sticking around for further inhibs.
Available for the Elder Dragon that is spawning on the map now. Keep your eyes on Photic. Keep your eyes on Xiaoya. But Shanji and Birdol have been looking for a bit of limelight themselves in these fights. Elder will go down fast with how many items are in the game, but the reset comes on through, and LGD grouping up to try and burst it. Equalizer into the pit. Shanji! One shot Haichao, but Xiaoya is still there. Meteor is still there. The smite comes on through for Meteor, but is it enough? Because NIP are winning the fight without. Who needs Elder? The ninjas have got their pajamas instead. It's a clean ace against an Elder buff, and it's a win for NIP.
In one of the most entertaining games of LPL we've had this entire year, NIP clutch it out. They have needed to clutch it out, but with Lien's first game with the roster, they will start off with a win.
Give Shanji MVP right this second, LPL. That was a magnificent final play.
I think Shyvana is very, very good at running down individual carries as well. I think there is a big onus on Shanji in particular, but also potentially Lien as well. So there's no camps for him to take anywhere, actually, so he's kind of an unknown quantity across the map, and he's just here to, I guess, protect the push coming in. You do have Meteor coming towards bot side now. Zenith played in.
Oh, they've engaged just as Lien was finishing his recall, but he did not finish it and predicts the flash with his Skittle, his first blood for Photic.
Actually, in and there's, you know, the Rectrix on the other side. It's not a bad first item. It's not what you want, though. 2v2, plans forced out.
Photic might just go down here. Flash from Xiaoya. His W's on cooldown for another 17 seconds, and he can't get close enough. Barrier. Just a complete waste. Expected the Mystic shot to hit.
Okay, in this top side, that matchup's not falling out of proportion right now. One thing I will say about this top lane matchup, after the nerfs, it has become more manageable than it was, obviously, and now Birdol's coming down first. Rookie's here, though.
Lien just getting absolutely shredded by Meteor, but Rookie is going to go for the Lightning Crash and hunt for some damage. Haichao kind of whiffs it, and Lien doesn't even go down, and Meteor will be next on the chopping block as Shanji forces a flash out. Equalizer already used. Birdol! He Q3'd before the flash, and he doesn't find the knockback. Now he's in a 1v2, but Jin Zhao arrives to set up some CC, but Birdol can't really follow up on it, and Lien rejoins the fray. This is going on a lot longer than I think anyone expected, as Jin Zhao technically solo kills Lien.
Jin Zhao making up for the earlier plays. Meteor is the only person with the smite. He will get this now. He gets it with the Flame Breath nonetheless as well. So now he has the smite for the last one. How the hell did LGD walk away?
He gets 3.
With 3 grubs from those series. Oh,
clean grub play here from LGD. Okay. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed.
Part of what we said in post, Meteor has 6. Hang on, this is a problem. Doesn't have flash. He's going to get run down.
Oh, Haichao sets it up beautifully for Meteor to knock it out of the park. Red buff will be the next thing to go, and NIP.
After this point, though, is it's getting weird again now. Photic caught out.
Photic. Oh, Photic. Oh, Photic. You just can't, can you? You just can't.
We might be set up for another Fiesta, Joe.
I'm going to be honest, that's why I'm here. That is precisely what I have subscribed for. Shanji underneath the tower here. Oh, Meteor goes wide on the pushback, but Birdol is just going to do it all by himself. He doesn't even need Meteor there. Oh, he wished Meteor was there. Though. Even Shanji gets a kill, and now Xiaoya chunked us Lien searching in the bottom side. Xiaoyu dodges the route. Jin Zhao does not and goes back in. Xiaoyu trying to turn it around onto Zhuo. Jin Zhao just sacrifices his life to make the play happen.
So, 1-for-1 in top side. Though Photic looking for something after Xiaoyu. Misses the W.
Xiaoyu, you shouldn't be here, buddy. You should just not be here. Zhuo happy to tank. Uses the killer instinct. Zhuo dodges the tower aggro with a twisted advance. Very nicely done by the NIP support.
I think Xiaoyu could have got a kill if he stayed in auto trade 1-for-1, get the passive onto him. Zhuo gets out, had the flash, maybe could have outplayed anyway. Haichao's down again. We said we were calling this maybe a chance for Fiesta with the amount of mobility. Lien stopped at his recall. Haichao on the flank.
The smite from Meteor denies the recall. Photic just about gets away, but Haichao. Actually, the flash might be enough. No, it's not. That's a Yone. Never mind.
We're in 11 minutes and we have 12 kills. We've officially crested the kill per minute margin, which is one of those great metrics we like to reach here. I think in LGD, I think they feel they can take this.
Oh, it feels so scary for Karthus, doesn't it? Lien is trying to stick to these grooves. There's the solar flare. There's the follow-up onto him. Lien does survive, though, and gets a kill onto Jin Zhao. And in the meantime, Meteor forced away. Rookie over with a lightning crash. And Xiaoyu sent away. Birdle managed to get a fourth grub while all that was going on.
He wanted to do that, which is why Rookie is zoning him out on the top side. I think Rookie is fearful for his new old jungler's life. Meteor's going to go back towards farming. Meteor, I don't think he had the best ult in that last play. Kind of feel like he just kind of punted himself into no man's land. Could have gone straight onto Lien. Doesn't manage to get that kill there. But NIP, they stopped the Grobageddon coming through. Meteor, hang on, that's going to be it all in.
Oh, Photic's been caught. This is why you pick Kai'Sa into Ezreal. That exact interaction. Once you got an item, it's a freebie.
I'm thinking this connotation because he just does everything, and he gets that blade power spike, and much like the Aurelia, you hit like Vamp, Scepter, or Blade, and suddenly you're full build and you can kill everyone. Yeah, this champion has been an issue for a very long time. One of the reasons we haven't seen him for a long time is because AP junglers haven't been good. Meteor puts the Herald down in mid lane. Maokai ult. Meteor has himself the ults.
Jin Zhao's going to go down again. At least stuns Rookie before he drops, but I'm not really sure that's quite enough of a trade. Herald comes in, but it's not enough to finish the tower off. 16 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, Leona, you know, she's always 1 and 5 at 16 minutes. No. You can just not go in. Like, Mako is not usually 1 and 5 at 16 minutes. There's a reason for that.
That's Yone in a side lane. That's why they want to play towards, pulling up the teleports. Here we go.
Oh, Shanji flashes away, and the equalizer is pretty good, but he's in a 1v4. Trisha Barrage comes on in. That's some good damage. And Requiem is available for Lien. Jin Zhao will definitely fall. Can it be more? Lien, where is it? There it is. Singing to the stars.
The Loki shield!
And the Aegis comes in!
It versus Karthus. It will save your life.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jin Zhao gained HP from the ultimate there. As Shanji has just been found. And I will say, as much as I personally hate Yone, Haichao is having a great game on this pick right now.
And Haichao's had some... Hang on a second. Rookie trying to get himself that dip over the wall. Spectator really convinced something is going to happen. Not too convinced myself. As Birdall, 3,000 gold lead or something like that. End up almost at 5,000. He's going to get killed again. Shanji, he's not in the lead. He's just getting isolated. LGD, they're looking for the isolated picks and they're fighting them onto Shanji continually. Actually have a passive, very easy to forget. You do 20% extra damage to dragons, and also per dragon you kill, get an extra 5 armor and magic resist. So I'll get a lot of HP through the the Dragon's Ascent. You get some bonus HP through that one, but also you get it from the Leandries and the Shojin. It just hits you for like 2,000 damage, and then immediately has the cooldown back again. He has a flash. Leand does have a flash, but can he get out? I doubt it.
What's stronger, the God of Death or a dragon with a fidget spinner? It's the dragon every single time. Diving on in, though, and Shanji's gone once again. He tried to show up to the fight, but he's not the one breathing out fire this time. It's Meteor. There's a bonus for LGD. They are looking like they might just win this one as a bit of a wash against an IP.
Rookie's still trying to chase down. Rookie, I think he's feeling it right now. There's a lot of low health bars. Rookie very strong on the Zeri, very strong. He might just go for it again.
Oh, he's looking for Birdall. Isolated target, but the all-out comes on through! And Birdall just takes him out of the picture. Xiaoyu supporting his top laner.
He used that a little too much and Trap Baron started.
We don't get a replay of the KO at the end of the fight. We're just going to be 50-50ing Baron, aren't we? It's a good equalizer. The smite comes in, though. Can LGD get away with their prize? Can they get away with this objective? Jin Zhao sacrifices himself as Shanji moves over the fire. Haichao ults defensively. They're trying to escape, and Lien doesn't want to let the wall of pain on 3 players. It's a big slow. The health bar's ticking down. Rookie with a lightning crash. They find 2, but 2 just isn't enough.
2 doesn't feel like it should have been. That's cost for LGD. Votic forced to cleanse there. Should be fine after that point, but, you know, a lot of... And Shardis is going straight in. That's some artillery.
It certainly is. Meteor might have overstepped on this one. Seeker's Arm Guard keeps him alive. Does he get away from the equalizer, though? Rookie is cleaning it up. That's 2 for the side of NIP and maybe a throw from LGD. This is the exact same that we saw last game, just the other way around. Haichao dives into the mix. But in the meantime, Birdol has fallen. Xiaoya, I don't know why we're even looking at him right now, but...
Now suddenly Meteor's used up that Seekers. It's not going to be that useful. NIP can get some gold back, and... Mate... We're in for another bagger, I think. We're within 2,000 gold coming into 25, 26 minutes. We have multiple objectives taken across the board. NIP ahead in Dragons, but slightly behind in gold. I think we're ready for some big team fights again now. I thought it was going to be LGD all day in this game too, but first, big objectives now up on the table. NIP, if they get Soul, it's a big win for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that the play really worked out for them in the end. Without Equalizer up for this fight, it feels really hard. Haichao gets onto Lien as well, and just one bangs him at LAN. Meteor there to finish it off. Requiem will at least get Jin Zhao, but it's 1 kill in trade for the Drake, and now in goes Birdol to set up the fight, but he's gone way too deep. The rest of the team not on board for the players. Meteor is burning down as well. NIP have found a miracle off the back of the fight. Rookie skates his way to safety. On the Maokai, the ults have been decent. But now, again, Soul wasn't taken. Chuo has found Haichao, forced the flash out from him. That is Equalizer used. Not ideal for NIP. Objectives in a row. 2 Barons and a Dragon that they've secured for themselves. Meteor actually blasts out the ult to set up for Haichao. What a combo! Voting might drop as well. Does survive. As the Requiem comes on through. Haichao chunked and Rookie trying to flank, but I mean, Meteor.
It procs, but it doesn't kill. It's still on a low cooldown. Rookie might have to blow his flash here. Haichao going towards the knockup. Doesn't hit him. Here comes Meteor.
Rookie trying to count it out. Haichao doing some big damage. Meteor is also doing some big damage. Rookie just can't escape. True Shot Barrage comes in and
that's why they were going towards that Spectator. Xiaoya, not necessarily been making the hero plays, and that is now a, what, a 4th? 5th?
3 in a row.
3 Dragons in a row, but a 4th, 5th neutral objectives with the Barons put in there too. NIP.
Mana makes Zeri look slow, which is saying something in that previous play. That's another Baron. That is, I think, 5 neutrals in a row at this point, if I'm not mistaken. Sealed, but Haichao immediately just dips back out. LGD, though, using this Baron to break a bottom inhib tower. Birdol and Xiaoya not afraid to step up, but looks like they will back away in the end. They
can't necessarily get themselves free picks with their AD carries.
Feels like it's all LGD right now. Xiaoya walks away. Barrier used there, but another tower broken. Inhib down now on the bottom side as Birdol just using the Baron to pressure. Rookie trying to chase onto this Cassante, but the flash all out comes through onto Rookie. The solar flare trying to deny his exit, but he does survive. Lien does not. Rookie doesn't, and Juo falls as well. Photic sent underneath his Nexus towers. He just doesn't have the damage. This combo from LGD has been absolutely disgusting.
Both these teams have not won a series. Both these teams have only won 2 games in the Rumble stage. Shanji's going to try and save the game, but he won't be able to do anything close to it. And LGD will bring us back to even here, 1-1 in this deciding series to see who will win at least 1 series in the Rumble stage.
This just had to go to 3 games, didn't it? It just had to.
I have to say, I like it into the Cassante. I think it's garbage into the rest of the comp. I mean, the attack speed onto Corki's Rocket Barrage and onto Ezreal's Q doesn't matter. Putting a Wither on them doesn't matter that much. Yeah, building Blade all this time if it was good. But then, I just don't get the logic. Blade hasn't even, I mean, rather, Kraken Slayer hasn't even been nerfed yet. It's coming up later on, but sometimes mid lane builds really confuse me. It just makes me think that someone like Chovy's done it or Faker's done it, and then just everyone follows suit without really understanding why. But hey, we have Blade Lucian now. Very good duelist item. You get that slow on the autos, on the multiple autos later on. It becomes very, very impactful a lot more. That's a good trade by Birdol. That's a roam up from support, though, and you don't have draw. This is a complete outnumbered fight.
Lien caught out here, pounces, and then flashes into mid lane. I'm surprised he got away from that one quite so healthy, but Rookie will not be so lucky. He might be able to get an execute, flashes to make it happen, stays underneath the tower, and will go down for an execute. So despite some action, we are still 0-0.
I love Nasus as a champion because it's been a champion ever since the dawn of League of Legends has been changed so much. But right now, he's on the weak side. Has boots and an ultimate coming up in 5 seconds. Don't think he's going to live here.
Jin Zhao goes in, Shanji pinned against the wall. I mean, that's a lot of damage coming in. He's put to sleep. Can anyone actually follow up on the damage? Shanji's still going. Okay, they finally bring down the raid boss.
On a good time point. There's not many people in LGD who can survive that. If Corki or Ezreal get themselves with it, that's going to be a problem. Anyway, Dragon has been sorted, and that is more important. Birdle walking potentially down to the play. I think Dragon's going to go down without a fight, though.
Yeah, Lien, I don't think he really has a way in there, so Meteor will be able to smite that objective away. That's 2 now for LGD. Shanji clears the ward to set up for Rookie in the top side. Birdle withered. Can they finish off the raid boss? Birdle is hard to bring down, and he pulls the dog over the wall. Back into his kennel he goes. Birdle outplays the 2v1 and sets up High Chow.
Shanji doesn't have teleport. LGD can take a 5v4 on the top side around the Herald.
NIP look like they want to contest anyway. This would be a 4-man play as Lien is punted back by Birdle, who wants an MVP, it seems. Chunked by the spear on the way out. Herald down to 2k as Lien trying to move in, but Jin Zhao finds a 2-man engage, and Lien sent away as 1-for-1 as Zhuo charges into the mix. Herald picked up by Xiaoya. Zhuo gets some multi-man knock-up, but there's no damage to follow it up, and suddenly Photic is stuck on the back side of the play. Xiaoya keeping Rookie and Zhuo at bay as Shanji goes in and just dies immediately. Rookie next to fall. NIP falling apart before our very eyes.
0-7 moment around that Herald. LGD, they get themselves a hell of a lot of gold. They're going to get themselves that objective too. It's picked up by Xiaoya on that Ezreal. And while they don't have something like 6 grubs or something like that to really accelerate the game with that Herald to the same kind of level,
required, and it feels like maybe they're just, you know, when you're, hang on a second, Lien is caught.
Oh man,
no, this is another pick. There's no flash up. It's Xiaoya with a freebie, and he's got the Herald in his pocket. Kasante to soak it up on the front line. I'm not sure that'll be much of a win condition as Rookie takes a tower shot. Lien moving up top, but goes wide on the spear. We'll set up for a tier 1 here. Jin Zhao sent into the rest of the team. The spear goes wide again. Jin Zhao will just walk away. A tier 1 acquired, while in the meantime, High Chow gets tier 1 in the bottom lane. It's going to be Drake taken for LGD, and Herald comes down mid, which will set up for Xiaoya to finish this tower. It's a huge gold swing in favor of LGD. Hang on a second, Xiaoya caught in the Herald. The slow from the swirl seed saves his life. There's a ward behind enemy lines. Birdle has TP. It's a double TP coming out from LGD as they want to punish NIP. They want to find more. Zhuo punted into the rest of the team and will be taken down. That's 2 extra off the back of a huge macro trade. Birdle escapes to the rest of his team, and LGD can look for more. Sorry, Lien and Rookie up against IG. It does feel poetic that they would have to play that series, but they need to win this one first. Zhuo gets a 4-man pulverize. Well, that is unfortunately all NIP will get. Abandoned by his team as Birdle finds Shanji on the top side of the play, and that is not a tank, my friends. Photic, next one to be caught up as Birdle gets 2 in his Q3. My goodness, this is a massacre. LGD are just obliterating NIP.
in terms of that aspect of it, they lose the second game to split plays over anything else, and now not even that's working for them in game 3. I don't know what is working for them in this summer split. They've had occasional good games. They've taken away a win in this series.
Fans at home today, I mean, avert your eyes, turn off the stream. This is not the one for you, because my goodness, this is just painful to see.
Rookie's not making worlds, folks. Definitely not as it stands. Last time he went to an international,
he's not even making playoffs, not my world.
That's where this team has fallen to. And you know, it's very hard to put into perspective or decide which perspective to look at this from. For Rookie, of course, I think on an individual level, I still think he has been an incredibly powerful player for this team. And I think that on a mechanical level, he's also been playing well in the laning phases. He's not the 1v9 Rookie of some years past, and it's very hard to be in a situation like this with the team that NIP has put together. This team has been struggling to find themselves an identity after the spring meta change more. I think that their players have managed to find themselves a bit of flexibility. I think particularly High Chow and Meteor have found themselves a much better start in this summer.
I think this series is a great example of, like, strong individuals on NIP versus LGD, which is like the sum is greater than its individual parts. And they have outperformed expectation just by being in this group alone. NIP are a team that with a roster like this should be making it to the World Championship, and that is not the level of performance we've seen from them this year. And now LGD, with 2 inhibs already taken, they look towards a third. It took them 3 Barons in their previous game win. This time they take 3 inhibs off of 1 Baron.
So that's another kill there. Hextech Soul rears its head as LGD. This will not be a late game long banger. It is not a bang. It is a whimper for NIP's end of the Rumble stage.
This has been brutal. Birdall will fall at the end of it. Oh no, he won't. Primal Surge. It's traded at very least as Shanji does his best to answer onto Jin Zhao. He can't even get the kill onto the horsey. The horse is greater than the dog. I think we all already knew that one.
Yeah, I think that BLG have really good early proactivity. The question is, how are the early lanes going to allow them to the right place?
Nicely done there by Croco, using the prio in that top side to find something. Hope dashes over to follow up on the engage from Kael, and Elk is the target. One more auto will finish the job. He flashes and dodges the Void Seeker. A hook from On is perfect for first blood. BLG outplaying the 2v2. On flashes for the kill as Elk backed away, but it's to set up for Way to finish the job. Immaculate play in the bottom lane.
Worst case scenario against BLG is letting their bot lane get ahead. Wave play so much more easy. We've gone back to another replay of something that happened while we were in the previous replay. It's like the Monty Python thing. It's like the person in charge of this has now been fired, as Knight has just been removed from the mid lane.
And I think, if I remember right, when he first joined, he was like famous for his Cassiopeia in the LPL.
The Cass 1 trick,
some,
yep.
Some crazy quadra kills there and stuff like that, but it wasn't that impressive when he first joined. Ala was, though, as he goes for a slicing maelstrom onto 2. The shields come on through, and Shanks has an opportunity to clean house. Knight wants to answer and does find 1, but 1 is not equal to 2.
No, quick maths to you right there. We're very even in gold, and Shanks has picked up a lot of those resources for anyone's legend. Top lane is even, and that's not something which AL wants to see, and bot lane, of course, is not really what they want to see in terms of that Ziggs. But now suddenly with the Tristana, even after the nerfs, getting through these early levels and getting to 3 kills early on with a cult. Man, BLG annoy me so much when their bot lane is off form, but when this bot lane are at the peak of their potential, they're a beauty to watch. You know, it's one of the reasons why BLG have managed to be historically dominant in the LPL between...
And importantly, Shanks has a hat-trick. Ala just cannot catch a break, can he? Way sets up with the stun. No, oh no, Bin does have his ultimate. I forget quite how short that Gnar ultimate is. Nice setup on the top side for BLG. All things considered, though, Croco is just doing Drake while this all kicks off. Bombs come in, there's a smite. Elk is in a questionable position, and he's being chased down by a tree and a horse and a weird golem thing. Elk knocked up by Kael, and he will be knocked up by Daisy as well. The roots come on in. Daisy does, bringing down the kill and bringing it home for AL. Croc looking for the root onto Way, but won't be able to find it. They did manage to eventually get themselves a kill.
Oh, man. You just let him farm up. He should be destroying turrets like this. Bin is mini now. He's going to die.
He gets 1 hop, but the stun comes on through in the end, and there's a root caller as well. Yeah. Ala grabs himself his first kill of the game.
One hop this time, slide to the left.
But Shanks not letting him anywhere near, basically proxying between the towers. He's got Croco and he's got Kael down with him. And actually TP's mid to catch that wave.
What's happening topside as well? Because Ziggs is still here. Ult misses onto Ala, but Ala, he'd have to flash forward with an ult to get the wave play here. There are 5 grubs. There is a Ziggs. This is going to be an entire... I mean, this is just the Ziggs.
Honestly. And I think he's been so consistent across the split as well that he really, to me, is the reason that this team has been so consistently so good. But now pushed against the ropes, and it feels like BLG just on these macro decisions are just kind of taking over the map. Despite Knight getting caught out and getting chunked multiple times, he's only died once. He is behind because of how many kills Shanks has got, but BLG as a team are not behind. Ala forced to flash on the bottom side.
Ala is playing like the least voltage cannon that I've ever seen. He's got towards the Leandries, but he's never giving himself anything. That's a big set of ults.
Safety cannon goes in, but the lightning is not enough. On walks away, and Kael Can't be so lucky. Gromp used as a way out there for Knight. And On might just pay for it as Hope tries to chase him down. There is no tower to run to. On needs to find an anchor. He's just ever so slightly too short. And in the meantime, Shanks has taken a tower midnight. Try to recall, won't get away with it. Ala finds him on the other side of the wall.
What is
All
happening?
for a Gromp. Champions at this point in the game. Unfortunately, though, Drake is pretty much already dead. So BLG will grab themselves the neutral pretty much as a freebie. However, AL want to give some kind of cost there by pressuring onto the mid tier 2, sorry. It won't happen. Bin TP's in behind them looking for that Gnar ulti. Hope caught by the depth charge. Ala uses the slicing maelstrom just as a disengage tool.
Out of it, but for now, we're going to enjoy ourselves with the chains taken off.
Kyle gets a 3-man ulti, but there's nothing following up. Knight gets the knock up, the bomb comes in. Doesn't feel like either team has enough damage, or the shield comes through. Pikachu as opposed to the Raichu. But that won't stop him casting Thunder Wave and paralyzing the enemy.
Stuff like that, yeah. But is he that first Pokemon you joined at the start of your journey, or is he at the level 88?
Yes, he is! The Thunderstone was used after all! They evolve and take down the Knight in shining armor. Or maybe they aren't not so shiny anymore. AL move to the Baron once again.
It's another ward that gets them killed. AL, they've used a lot of their engage tools now, though. What can BLG do as a response?
Kyle over the wall, gets 3. AL, health bars are pretty low, and Bin slams into the wall. Kyle will fall. Ala will go as well as a beautiful bomb comes through from Elk, and Croco caught on the bottom side. Wei will stop his escape. This is a huge moment for BLG to find their fight. Just as Baron is set up on the map, BLG, they stop messing around.
For BLG, the Baron's going to give him even more room to carry with that too. AL, they just gave over a Baron to a 5 Grob. Night and day difference, you could say. Dragon started up now. AL, can they find themselves a better team fight than that last one? That will be the task. Bin getting up to Mega Gnar, potentially teleporting back in.
Would be the third Drake for AL if they can find the Smite. Croco trying to stay in the area. He's got vision. Daisy is making sure of that. 2K on the Drake. We're just going to 50-50 this one as Croco steps back in and he gets the Smite. But unfortunately, a bomb on top of his head as well. And they just don't have the health bars to stick around in front of BLG here. It's one. Onto Kyle. Ala looking for the re-engage, and On goes down. Croco's so low on HP. Ala has to turn golden just to survive here, but I don't even know if that'll be enough. Knight dips in and out as Elk finds a bonus on the back of the fight.
Elk is getting ridiculous damage out of this Ziggs. AL.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Elk actually tried to time that for Ala's Zonya's finishing. But did it slightly too early, and so it bounces through, and then it ends up landing on Croco, which is absolutely hilarious. A silly game from both teams. Remember, seeding is on the line here. BLG, we kind of wanted to see them looking clean today.
Teleport.
They looked clean in the first game. Ala wants to stop that being the case in the second. Elk is found. That's a huge shutdown for Ala. Hope has the damage to bring down the Sejuani as well. The stun comes on through to set it up, and Hope getting an extra injection of gold. AL's carries are very much online. Killian Murph-Kale trying to finally engage as well.
No!
Okay, hook onto Hope. That's the combo from Knight as well. It's all looked terrible all game from BLG, and they just find it at the perfect moments, don't they? They did it for the Baron, and they're doing it again for Drake, but hang on. Croco's not done, and Shanks ain't done either. On with a bomb. Oh, but the ult doesn't knock it into the team. That's a double still for Shanks, and he gets the resets as Croco trying to find the route. Doesn't quite find his target, though. Shanks is so huge.
This comes down to a fight now. Shanks, he might have been a little bit late to start up this Dragon. Bin is back.
Bin on the flank. Shanks trying to escape. I think he wins the 1v1 though. His way dives in the mix as well. Shanks looking for Bin, but denied by Elk's bombs. Thrown backwards. Might be finished off, but still going strong. Elk finally finishes the kill as Ala tries to get onto the rat. But it goes 1-for-1. Croco's here with the smite. Bin is about to turn Mega though. This could be the opportunity if he has the hop available. Knight moves into the mix as well. Croco has to be denied. He's got the smite available. Bin trying to burst the Drake as Croco wants to move in. Bin is going to zone him as Knight tries to finish the Drake. Kyle moves in as well. Who gets it? It's Hope of all people. And that is a Mountain Soul. Hope over the wall, but the bomb's coming on through still. Redemption won't land.
Have the damage. AL They might be forcing us to a third game off the back of this Yordle in the mid lane, but they've just given up a pick and river.
Great hook on Croco. And that's the jungler down for AL. BLG arrive in the nick of time. Flash over from Kyle to survive. It's 4v5 on the map right now, but BLG with jungle advantage should be able to move to the Baron, but Wei has overstepped for the red buff potentially. Maybe it's Kyle that's overstepped. I don't know what's going on anymore.
BLG might have just clutched out this play. Croco should never in a million years be stood up alone in that topside river with no damage behind you. I don't care if Kyle's there. He's not going to save you by damaging the enemy team. So Baron goes down despite AL having that Mountain Soul and having great positioning on the map after that last play. But he's not pulling the trigger right now. Maybe afraid that his team couldn't follow up.
He wants them to overcommit. He wants them to be really locked into the play, I think, but he's joined his team. BLG in the meantime, though, while AL refused to make a decision on the flank, they lose their entire base. I mean, Ziggs works so well with the Baron buff. Like, the towers are gone in seconds.
He's got a death cap. Like, this dude is so strong.
Defend the tower.
They need to stop Elk getting within satchel range because it's insta-kill. That's why BLG were being pushed so hard in mid lane, because it was an instant kill range. Bin taking down that top lane slowly but surely.
Trying to get some pressure on the top side. He's pushing these waves as fast as he physically can. The Daisy, though, just being sort of 1v1'd here isn't ideal. Okay, does manage to despawn it, and Elder has spawned. Daisy is still a part of the play. Wei has to make a miracle smite happen. He's just going to try and blast going in from the top side. Goes in sideways, but Buster shots it back out. AL get themselves Elder Dragon War PLG, try and end in the base. On and Wei disrupting recalls as fast as they physically can, but Elk is in the base as well. The Ziggs does so much, but Bin escapes. Knight having to escape as well, as Elk is going to try and TP, but the bomb is enough, and he goes down! Oh my lord! AL have actually done it, haven't they? AL have got an Elder, and they might just find game 3.
Do they have any minions? They're killing a wave in mid lane. It's 50 seconds on most of the wave clear from BLG. Put it through with no minion tower debuff. They're trying to get themselves at least an inhib. How much more can they get? I don't know if they can end.
They have so many shields to work with. It might just work. They've still got 30 seconds until carries come up. It'll be On and Wei that spawn first, and the minion wave has nearly arrived. There are no TPs to keep the wave alive, but just Daisy alone is tanking for long enough. I think they might just do it right here. Forget Absolute Cinema. It's absolute shenanigans here, as BLG are going to fall in game number 2, and AL make a miracle come true. Here, live on your screens. Daisy, the absolute MVP for AL. Although that bomb from Elk nearly flips it, it won't matter. The Nexus falls, and AL bring us to 3. They've got a lot of disengage for AL as well, right? With the Maokai plus the Sejuani, everyone always thinks of as an engage tool, but can be a fantastic disengage tool as well. To be honest, doesn't really feel like it's changed that much for me, really. I feel like they are still a very similar team to what they were before. Bin has just used his slice and dice as Croco walks into the lane. I mean, that is as easy as you like for AL. Ala getting first blood.
He does have flash. You can go through the wave and get the non-empowered stun. In fact, I think he might just do that. Wei's looking forwards to it.
Maybe Croco the target instead. And Bin gonna zone him towards the tower. Gets the stun with the flash to make sure that Wei can be a part of it.
Bin alone on top side for now. Wei has started up those grubs. There was a chance for Croc to go in. Bin is level 6. Doesn't get himself the mind game on that W for the camp strike.
Bin trading heavily. Ala sets it up beautifully. The stun is going to come on through, and that is a second for Ala already. However, here comes Knight to try and clean things up. Ala the target, but he gets underneath the tower. The burn, is it enough from Wei? Not quite. And Croco walks away too.
Ala not going to get hit by the swell seed either. And this piece being added to the puzzle of Annual's Legend was a huge point between Spring and Summer. Tabe coming in and Ala coming in was so big to give them an extra Tarry potential.
Oh, look at the combo from the bot lane of BLG. Flash forward, but Hope still escapes. Kyle will not be so lucky. That's a kill for Elk on the Misfortune.
And Hope is in a game like this, when the Misfortune Rel is such a key part to your burst combo later, that is very important.
Good stuff from On, setting up for Elk's combo as well. I mean, the damage Misfortune does early on in the game, like you say, going for that Bloodthirster.
Aggressively like this too. Croco was looking into maybe see if he can get himself a smite steal. He didn't have visuals on on the HP of the grubs. Looks in and says, I can't stay around for that. Immediately gets out just with that Q. But it would have been nice to deny one of these. BLG getting 6 grubs. That could be a bit of an issue. We'll see how effectively they can hit towers. So now the question is, BLG, you have the 6 grubs, makes your cross map so much easier. Cross mapping with 6 grubs is very, very easy because you kill towers so quickly, and it means...
Yeah, unlucky for Odd there, as once again, Bin has gone in as Croco arrives on the top side. His reads have not been good in this side lane. Oh, he nearly turned it around there onto Ala.
No, it's got to the hang on. Knight might blow his flash here. This could be a little dangerous. No, he hops over the wall, and he'll get himself that skate 3 out of there. Ala is the one who is finally in a 1v2.
Okay, sleep comes through. No way out of that one. And Bin gets the kill. Crucial there, honestly, for BLG.
To like lock the enemy out of using their tools and counterpunch very, very well was so effective. But now stuff like this is happening where they're not really considering the globals, the movements on the map. Bin is going to die for this first turret, which he would have loved to get for free.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Maybe he can get under the towers and execute. I don't know, though. I think he's just going to try and clear the wave if he can. Gets the Q across as many minions as possible. Denies any counter push onto his own tier 1 as BLG. You mentioned the cross map. They get a tower in the mid lane. Knight caught by the ultimate, but on there, body blocking for his mid laner as Elk crashes a wave in the bot lane as well.
Yeah, Arla did with Croco. Croco's going to take up that Herald as we, again, watch the replay of that kill go down. BLG, they get themselves a huge map opening play now. How do they accelerate the game beyond this point? 15 minutes in, they have really big potential from Elk with that Bloodthirster, and of course the still window of power for the Renekton happening for this early into mid game. This could be very powerful. In fact, actually, BLG, I'm wondering whether they'd even go towards contest here. MF is here with the Bloodthirster.
Okay, doesn't steal away the Herald. Croco will get that, and Ala zips out of the top side. But speaking of zipping, Knight moving over on that Zeri wants a big lightning crash, and Croco will be the target. That's 300 gold into Knight's pocket. Flash from way, but either way, that Gromp is a mob boss, I'm telling you.
He's got some dirty secrets there. He's got some frog skeletons in the closet. As get now, again, it's a really strange game state where it feels like these are not very structured plays all the time.
This roster first started out when Tabe joined. Feels like maybe will be by the end of the run as they find themselves a pick, but that's a bullet time over everybody. Kael put to sleep as well. They get over the walls. So Croco and Ala might be able to get away, but Knight doesn't want that to happen. Ala the next target, but he leap strikes over to the minions. The slow is there, is the damage. The burn, ticking away at Elk, flashes to finish the job.
And they have the 6 grubs. That'll be another tower down. BLG, they have the tools this time to accelerate the game, and AL are just falling behind on the map. It's Tabe team versus Tabe team, and BLG just seemed like they have the better pedigree for this game. They're slightly further ahead, and they're slightly quicker to pull that punch in. Letting that MF through to have that dominant bot lane has really changed things. Really feel like now, BLG, anytime AL misconnect, they don't connect with those carries, they're just going to immediately explode.
Croco is found on the wrong side of the play. It's a TP in from Ala. They're going to try and turn this into a 5v5. AL want to fight it somehow on, looking for the engages. The roots come on in. Bin on the top side of the plate as well, but it's 4v5 for the time being. Here comes the Crocus Knight surviving on the bottom side of the play, and Bin gets his moment. Revenge for the camp on the top side from Croco. BLG get themselves a clean fight.
Can't carry from this position. Ala can't carry from this position. Croco and Hope, they're kind of out of this game as well. And AL, it's just not a close game.
As he dies there, but Knight manages to survive the play, and Bin using the Hex Gates to get himself onto the backline. Dominus going to be used as he tries to escape. Ala considering going in, but Bin has bought all the space he needed there using the Hex Gate. It's an 8,000 gold lead, and I'm telling you, having some happy games along the way.
BLG, of course, they're looking to get themselves ever higher and higher into this Ascension group, trying to fight for seeding and get as best they can. Honestly, they probably don't deserve the top seeds, but the way that they've been playing disrespectfully this summer, but they still deserve to be recognized for their upper level of potential. You have the 2 item spikes on their 280 carries, and Ala isn't unstrong with 2 items. He's just way far behind on the map, and he's going to get 1v3'd.
Ala pops his Grandmaster's Might. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference here. Perhaps gets a chance to stun up onto Elk, but no, Bin moves in the way, protects his AD carrier. Now Ala gets flanked by Wei as well. Stepped too far up in the lane, looks for Elk, and the cleanse comes through from Elk in the end, so at least a minor punish from Ala, but at the end of the day, he's still caught out.
And he's going to be dead for another 40 seconds. Oh god, that might even be inhib turret gone. 6 grubs. This is the problem. BLG, they've synced up their waves
they're pushing mid as well.
Allah's now going to be dead for another 30 seconds. Yeah, Shanks is pushing a side lane, but this is going to be a 6 grub push with multiple AD carries into multiple roles.
Is this going to be 2 inhibs?
This is going to be double inhibs because Allah dies here. And because he died so late, he can't respawn and then teleport in for a threatening play. Shanks will push for an inner turret, but it is just not worth it. Allah over pushes. Allah costs his team 2 inhibitors because AL just haven't wrangled the map well.
And that is just phenomenal from BLG. The punish, that's triple inhibs because the top tower was already opened up. My lord, 1 top laner death, and this team will take the entire map. Like, it is just brutal. I just wish that they did this consistently.
Items to just completely shred this. This is a free Hextall. AL realize if they contest this dragon, they lose the game. When you kill 3 inhibitors, 2 super minions spawn with each wave, and you can see that AL are trying their very best to try and keep these waves.
I'll contest one thing you said there, and that's that the Hextall was free. It was not free. It cost AL a lot of happiness when BLG took that one. 8k on the Baron. There is a ward in the pit, but realistically, what's Crocker going to do about it unless he can make some kind of miracle steal happen? But he's put to sleep, and he's taken down the picks on top of the objective. I mean, this is a victory lap for BLG at this point. This is brutal.
BLG versus Anyone's Legend, the 2 top 8 teams of this era face off against each other, and one is quite clearly head and shoulders above the other. BLG are still best of 3 merchants, but they're still BLG at the end of the day, and Anyone's Legend, well, they're nobody's legend here in Game 3.
Certainly not. Bullet time comes down to finish off Shanks. On even survives as the fountain dive goes through. Allah looks for one last hurrah, but the only hurrah he'll be hearing is the BLG fans in the audience as the Nexus will fall.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.